Wash your hands, man. Come on.
Tap in and get more information with us. We're all working. Chairman, all right here.
Awesome. Guys, welcome to the P600 and above meet and greet. You guys earned being here right now. This wasn't something, this is a private mastermind. And the purpose of this, notice there's not alcohol flowing all over the place. Notice that there's not crazy music, and it's definitely not a party. It's unlike anything that we've been to this entire quarantine. And the purpose of it is for you guys to get proximity. You know, nothing in life do we deserve. We earn absolutely everything that is given to us. And you guys have earned proximity to some of the top industry leaders, not just inside of the business, but in the entire industry. And the importance of that is each and every single one of us understand that it's not about what it is that you know, rather who it is that you know, right? Because how much you know, or rather who it is that you know will dictate how much it is that you grow. And it wasn't up until the point that I started getting around each and every single one of these individuals that not only did my income start to raise, but absolutely everything in my entire life started to elevate. My energy, my relationships, my spirituality. So I know for a fact that proximity is key. And that's what this week is all about. If you're a Platinum 600 and above here, you earned being here. So let's give it up for you guys. Last time I came out to AZ and we did this, we had about 4 chairmen, I think it was.
Yeah, probably only 4.
Maybe 3 or 4 chairmen. Today, there's a lot more than 4 chairmen from the Arizona marketplace, right? The purpose of this, what's the goal? Who here knows the goal by December of 2020 for the company? Who here knows it?
1 million.
1 million customers. How many chairmen we going for?
1,000.
1,000 chairmen. How much of a revenue do we want as a company?
$1 billion.
$1 billion company, right? So check this out, guys. Right now, currently to date right now, we're only a quarter way to the goals that we have as an organization. And the crazy thing is, that's only the first goal. You guys don't believe me? Look, I'm not being cliche, I'm being quite literal. Check this out, guys. Inside of the organization, back in January of 2019, there was 50,000 customers inside of the business. Today, 250,000. That means in 17 months, we quadrupled the size of the business. But what's even crazier than that is that over the course of the last 3 months, out of that 250,000 customers, 100,000 joined. Who here experienced momentum over the past 3 months? Now we want 1 million customers, we only have 250,000. So that means that we gotta quadruple what it is that we've already done. Now we know how to do that because we did it in 17 months, but we need to do it in the next 6. That's what this weekend's about. You see, we currently only have about 350 chairmen, which means we're a little over 30% of the goal for that one. Which means we gotta create more chairmen. I think I'm looking at them. Go! You see, our goal is to create $1 billion brand. Currently, right now, we're a $250 million company. We're only a quarter of the way there. Guys, we gotta quadruple what we've done. It's not a matter of whether or not it's gonna happen because we already know how to quadruple the business, right? It's not even a matter of when it's gonna happen because the goal is December of 2020. The question is how much of it's gonna come from your organization. You see, this week, that's the information that you get. That's the information that you get. You get the information that's gonna help you play a massive, pivotal role in the go here. Because I don't know about any of you guys, who here was in a university, is in a university, going to college right now? out of everybody in here that's gone to college, once was in college, how many of you guys are studying business, financing, anything to do with business, marketing? How many of you guys know for a fact that you're gonna go bring a company to $1 billion after you graduate? Notice how hands started to just drop and drop and drop and drop. The vast majority of us will never have the opportunity to take something to $1 billion brand. Here, we're part of the first 25% that are bringing something to $1 billion brand. That's something that college wasn't able to get me. That's something that a lot of the people that I knew weren't able to get me, and that's something that we have the opportunity to be right here. We got one of my, if not my favorite success story in the building. I'm not even gonna talk about his story because y'all just get ready tomorrow to cry. Twice. 3 times. But honestly, one of my best friends inside of the industry as well. I'm gonna just leave it at this, right? Our newest chairman, not 10, not 25, but 50 out of Dallas, Texas, Cass Cartier.
Let's go! Yeah! Yes! 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 Yeah! Let's go!
What's up, y'all? I'm Cass Cartier. I'm the chairman 50 now. It's lit.
Lit.
It's pretty lit, I guess. Yeah, I think yesterday, 2 days ago, whatever. But it's a blessing to be here with Princess the Bully over here. He almost died the other day. We had to drop a chairman 20 on him. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, let's set up some energy. Let's
Yeah,
So I'm excited to be here. Yo, me and Dre came out here. We're supposed to be out here for 3 days. We literally brought like 2 shirts, a pair of jeans, and we've been out here for 3 months. So. But anyways, y'all, I love y'all. Thank you. We'll be here all night, or what are we doing?
We'll be here.
I don't even know what we're
Not
doing.
all night, but we'll definitely be here tomorrow.
Oh, my bad. We'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah!
We're saving the sauce for you guys tomorrow. You're just meeting them. But trust me, tomorrow's gonna be crazy. All right, guys.
ATMs?
You know, back in, it's crazy because I was just talking to Gus earlier today, and all of our day ones are chairmen. All of them. I'm gonna say that again. Imagine all of your day ones as a chairman.
Wow.
You're not just a chairman. Your leaders are chairmen. Our first phase are all chairmen. The last one we've been waiting on. The last one that wasn't from the original OGs that got started with us and started rocking with us, just hit chairman 10 a few days ago. That's So truth be told, guys, when I tell you we're here to create chairman, I remember when all of these individuals, each and every single one of these individuals was making $600 a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month, and now we got chairman $1,000 a month. We got chairman Drake Dennison from Dallas, Texas.
ATS! 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 Yeah! Let's go, Drake!
Let's go, Drake! Real Drake, let's go!
What's up, family?
Yeah!
Hey, real quick, let me get a chairman on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Chairman!
Hey, guys, I'm gonna be real.
Be real.
I never thought I'd be here, let me tell you that. Right? I remember I pulled up to one regional event with blue hair, blue braids. Every single person in IM made fun of me, you know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, just to be real, y'all see ATMs, but I'm gonna just set it straight real quick. We're all here for one purpose, just to be real. And this company, this world, we need real light in this world, and sometimes, you know, people are literally walking out here in darkness. You know, guys, I'm gonna be real, some people show up to our events, our trainings, everything like that, and they don't have one thing positive outside of this, right? So y'all gotta understand that y'all are the real light in this world, and that's what we're creating here. We're creating light in the darkness, so y'all gotta be real and understand what you're doing. And I'm gonna be real, like, all these people up here, I've stalked their ass for like years, literally, like, stalked. You know, I told Cass 4 years ago, I was like, oh, you're making 10K a month, right? 10K. I've never seen that in my life, right? Have you ever heard of stalking? I'm going to stalk your ass till I get there. And now we're here. I even live with him now. Like, you know, he's making food. I'm seeing how he's making it. He's shitting. I'm in the shower. I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, yo, I'm there, bro. How is his leg position? Like, I'm there. I'll tell y'all straight up. But, you know, that's real humility. You know what I mean? And, like, what I implore y'all to do is stalk these mentors, because I remember my first year in the business, that's all I did, and these were the experiences that led me through the hard times, is like, yo, I'm gonna be there one day. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I'm gonna be one of them, right? And I'm gonna be real, I'm not anything different than anybody. I'm right there with y'all. I'm a fucking idiot, literally. Like, I'm a fucking retarded idiot. So if I can do this shit, y'all can do this shit right the fuck with me. So,
I'm stalking you!
I love you guys.
Yeah!
Chairman vibes.
Sitting there right here. Feel me? Always cooking it up.
Hey,
Cooking new things up.
since 2015, everybody eats.
Right? Everybody eats. Facts. Everybody eats.
You're training, you know that, right?
Yeah. I'm using B-roll. Oh, this is perfect.
B-roll. Hey, you want some B-roll? You want some B-roll, man?
Perfect.
10 times out of 10 that I talk to this guy, it's never about business. It's always about personal growth, though. It's always about making sure that we're the best versions of ourselves. It's laughing for hours on end. We're gonna look at this video specifically when you hit Chairman 100, and we're going to laugh our asses off at two SOBs like ourselves are 7-figure earners. So let's get this thing, man. I'm proud of you.
I appreciate you.
Get it.
Let's go. Chairman training.
You're spazzing, my
With the legends.
Hey, before we ride, right now we're gonna give you guys you guys have a mini convention inside of this living room right now, right? Everybody inside of this room right now is trying to go Chairman 10 and above. If not, you wouldn't even be here right now, right? A lot of you guys are actually out here. This is a P600 and above training, right? And P600, it's monumental. It's monumental, but truth be told, P600, I remember when I was making P600 type of money, and yo, I was on my last dollar 90% of the time. I was on my last dollar 90% of the time, scraping by. Some of you guys are in this room right now, really on your last dollar. Some of you guys are in this room right now, not like some of you guys shamelessly. It's okay, because I've been there. Cash has been there. This is probably the only meal you're gonna have today. This is for y'all. This right here is for y'all. If you stepped into this house with your back against the wall, good, you're in the right place, right? And some of the things you may hear today, they're gonna make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, because you're gonna hear from some of the best chairmen in the entire company, not just inside of the team here, but literally in the entire company, right? And if it stings, you know what that means? It's just like a cup. When you pour alcohol on it, it's disinfecting that wound, right? So we got some fire for you guys today. I promise y'all that breakthroughs are gonna happen. You guys earn being in this building right now. You guys earn being around the leaders like this. You guys earn the conversations. You guys earn the information. You guys earn the education. You guys are supposed to be in this room right now. And here's the thing, guys. A lot of us, I was talking to Romeo. Romeo, where you at? He's around here somewhere. But I was talking to Romeo, and I said, bro, this is going to be and that's when it all started moment for your story. You know that moment in the movies and that's where it all started? This is going to be that moment for you guys, right? For the ones that stay, of course. For the ones that rock and roll. For the ones that wait their turn, just like Khalil talked about yesterday. But this is going to be that moment for a lot of you guys. And we're going to look back at this moment specifically, this living room specifically, and pay homage to it. Because we know exactly the fact that this is about to be a massive turning point in everybody's business inside of this. I want to start this off really quick with some statistics that I just got. You see, this blew me away. I've been on some pretty cool calls hitting Chairman 750. Woo! And one of the calls I was on was with our Vice President, Mr. Alex Morton. And Alex told me, he said, Matt, what's been done has literally never been done in the industry. I've been in the industry now since 2013, right? I've never seen something like this before. But when people say they've never seen something like this before, they're usually capping because they have seen something like this before. They're biased, right? But when I tell you I have numbers to back up that I've never seen, you be the judge of this. You be the judge of this. From March 1st, these are the numbers of rank advancements. These are the number of rank advancements. I don't judge a company based off of how much money they bring in. Revenue does not impress me. Net does not impress me. Gross does not impress me. Show me how many people are winning. Like actually winning. This is just on the building side. Remember, 90% of the organization are customers. How many people have a customer here that's making some money inside of the company? Right? Check this out, guys. From March 1st to June 1st, you guys want to write this down because you guys want to be saying this on your calls. Who here, guys, I promise you, if you don't have notes, you're in the wrong room. Yeah. If you're not taking notes, before we get into this, I always say this. It's not about what you can do, it's about what? What you can teach, because what you can teach is what? Duplication leads to what? Momentum. So with that said, guys, right now, if you're in this room, from now until we leave, you cannot afford not to be taking notes. You cannot afford not to be writing every single thing that these chairmen say. Because this is the information that's going to put food on your plate. This is the information that's going to help your family out. This is the information that's going to change your situation. So everybody on the same boat? Yeah. Imagine going to your boss and asking them for a $600 a month raise. You see, $600 a month is where the belief check comes in. This is where you really understand. In a 90-day span, we had 6,588 brand new Platinum 600s. In a 90-day span, we had 6,588 Platinum 600s. Raise your hand if you're one of those. My Platinum 150s. You know you need Platinum 150s in order to hit Platinum 600, right? Yes, sir. So it's safe to say that the Platinum 150s are the foundation of this organization. And if they're not winning, we're not winning, right? It's not about the biggest guy at the top. I don't care about 750. It's about the P150s. It's about the P600s, right? Well, how about this? In a 90-day span, we have 14,949 Platinum 150s pop. 90-day span, a Platinum 150 a day will keep the poverty away, ladies and gentlemen. We have 14,000 of them. I think we know a thing or two about keeping the poverty away, right? The reason I share this information with you guys is to allow you guys to know that this is not normal. So we really need to step up and grow up for this. This is not normal. We really need to step up and grow up for this opportunity. I'm not playing with you. A lot of people are curious about this. They're not serious about this. But this weekend is going to change that. This weekend is going to change that. You know, I want to really quick before I get into the training recognize the chairmen that are going to be training you as well. Who here's never been to a convention before? All right, there's a few of you that have never been to a convention before. I want to talk about the importance of what things like that do for my business. Every single convention we've ever been to, we've rank advanced.
Facts.
Every single convention, with the exception like maybe one in like 4 years, 5 years, right? So these things right here, you're going to have people talking to you that educate 7,000 people plus. I want to talk about each of these chairmen really quick. You guys met them briefly, but you know, it was meetings like this inside of living rooms. When Cartier was making $600 to $1,000 a month. When Trizzy, where you at? Yeah! When Drizzy was making $150 a month. Alicia, when I came out here, she was $1,000 a month. Emery, when I first started working with him, he actually out-earned me, left the company, came back when we were Chairman 50, and I seen the whole come up happen from the beginning to where he is right now at Chairman 100. Same with Darwin. Ricky, yo, I remember when Jay was talking to me about you, you weren't even a rank yet. Gustavo, me and Gustavo used to beef online, guys. He used to call me out for not being able to trade. I told him he couldn't build. Right? So these individuals, I seen them come up. When I tell you it's authentic information, it's authentic information. I mean that, guys. I vouch for this. I promise you I wouldn't put anybody to train you guys that I didn't believe really had what it took in order to take you guys to the next level. I really, really, genuinely believe that this week is going to be huge for you guys. This is the biggest the room will be this week, though.
I'm going to tell a story. Okay. I know the story. So there was once a classroom full of kids, okay? And the teacher said, okay, all you kids, you're going to get one balloon. So everyone got a balloon. Okay, pretend like all of you got a balloon in this room. Now write your name on it. Okay, write the name on the balloon. So now, the teacher took these balloons with all the names and put them in another room. Now all these kids had to go find their name. So the professor said, or teacher said, hey, everyone go find your name in this room with the balloons, right? So they all ran in there, and they tried to find their name. And they were pushing each other aside, and they had 2 minutes to do it. Pushing each other aside, and none of them could find their name. Okay, he comes back. They all come back. And the professor says, okay, now you have 2 minutes to go back into that room and get someone else's name. And then pass it to that person. Find that person, help that person find their balloon. So that's what they did. They went in, they grabbed a random name, and within 1 minute, almost every single person had their balloon. Wow. Right? And think about this. It's kind of like life. When we're searching only for our own happiness through ourselves, and we're not thinking of anyone else, we end up pushing everyone out of the way. Right? And then we're scrambling, we can never find ourselves. But if we take everyone else and try to help them, that's when we actually find ourselves. We're fulfilled. We have connection. And if you help enough people find their balloons, what's left? You. So get lost in helping everyone else. Okay, not just finding yourself.
Like I told you guys are getting individuals that are literally training on stage in front of tens of thousands of individuals. These are the people that we trust to lead the company. You guys have a private mentorship. Like, truth be told, while I was on my come up, I literally would have paid thousands of dollars in order to be in this room right now. Like thousands and thousands of dollars in order to be in this room right now. You guys know that individuals pay tens of thousands of dollars for recorded videos and courses on how to make them a boss. But you have bosses teaching you how to be a boss right in front of you.
Right.
Right? So give it up for him. Drizzy! Drizzy! You psychopath! Get over here!
Let's go, Dre!
Yeah!
Go! Look, real quick. Can I keep it real? Yes or yes?
Yes!
We're one team, one what?
Dream!
One team!
One dream!
One team!
One dream!
One team!
One dream!
Yo, this is somebody that's the definition of one team, one dream. This man has served more people. This man has served more people without getting paid than almost anybody that I personally know. This man is going to tell you his story, right? But when I heard his story, I literally, and I didn't hold back my tears because I'm a punk. I didn't want to be a punk, but I held it back because I knew that he was so strong. How could I show any signs of weakness when I'm hearing about it? Yeah. This man is part of the original OGs inside of our first round. When we had nothing, when there wasn't a 750 talking, when there was no Chairman 100s in the building, when there was a Chairman 10, when there was a Chairman 25, right? And we've been waiting. We've been like, yo, Drizzy, once he said shit, me too. We've been waiting. We're like, yo, Drizzy, once he hits it, we completed that first wave. Drizzy just smacked Chairman 10 in the mouth. But here's the thing. Chairman 10, I watched Chairman 10 not do anything for this dude financially. Like, he did not care about any of the money that was coming into Chairman 10. He was still rocking t-shirts from Walmart and Chucks This man has been investing literally every penny that he has back into his people. They came to Arizona with one pair of jeans, 2 pairs of shirts. They're rich bums. I literally call them rich bums. But the reason that I share that with you guys is because he's in this for a different reason. Like there's very few people that I know that are truly in this thing for a different reason. Drizzy really does lead from the heart. This dude's an animal. Now, disclaimer. He's a psychopath. He's absolutely batshit crazy. Drizzy has no off button. Drizzy, look at Drake has no off button. Drake literally only knows 150% of the time. You contact Drake at 4 in the morning. Ah!
Yeah.
You contact him at 8 at night. Ah! He has no. Drake was like this the entire time trying to get the chairman holding our pocket. What else, bro? What else? What else? You ever see the kids in the mall holding their kids' parents? That was Drake. Drake literally, at no point could you talk to Drake and Drake not be like this. What else? What else do I need to do? What else do I need? Ah! What else do I need to do? He's a psychopath. You guys are about to get a different energy right now. And you guys, I see everybody calming down. Get ready to get woken up. Drizzy's our newest chairman 10, the baby brother, Mr. Drake Dennison from Texas.
Okay, Drake!
Justin? I got you. Justin? Sammy?
Yeah, no, Vegas.
Vegas?
It's on our team.
Wait,
Fucking yes, son.
who's Justin Vegas? Justin!
He just walked away on the call. Fuck it.
Alright, cool.
He gonna miss it. Fuck it. Yo, what's up, family? Up.
What's good?
So, one of the biggest things, in these trainings and stuff. Y'all good?
Yeah.
You good? Okay, cool. Right? I'm gonna be raw and real tonight. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna give y'all everything I got for like 10 minutes, literally. It'll be short and sweet. But we come to these trainings, and one of the biggest things is usually I'm in the front, like Evan. I'm writing notes, right? I'm never too big for the small things. I'm up front, but today I took a step back because none of these people are my team. You know what I mean? And I took a step back. I watched the body language. I watched the tonality. I watched, people zoning in and out. I watched everything like that. Some of y'all heard of ATMs, right?
Yes.
Right? We train these motherfuckers like they're a fucking army. Right? It's like, we've been doing this for 2 hours. We just get started, and these dudes are still fucking lit. Right? And I see 10 minutes in, people like zoning out. How the fuck are you gonna hit chairman if you zoning out? I'm gonna be real. How? You should be like, we got space up here. This should be y'all spot. Ever since I came into this business, I was right here. I never moved. For 4 years, I never moved from right here. I don't care who it was. I just texted Cash Cartier. I was like, right before this, I was like, bro, thank you. You made me. I ain't left his hip since I came in. Fell in, bus boy, we were cleaning throw up out of fucking toilets, my mom was homeless, everything. There's a difference. There's a difference. Some people, they got a plan B in here. But some people, you have to make this happen. And it hits different when this is all you got. This shit hits different, don't it? Yes or yes?
Yes.
Right? So when I see people up here and I'm like, I see people looking around, everything like that, outside on calls, I'm like, bro, that ain't gonna get you nowhere. You can go do that later tonight. We're the most important people in your fucking lives right now. We're your lifeline. And now I get to be up here. I just texted my whole team. I'm like, bro, thank y'all. Y'all made me. I stand on the shoulder of giants. I ain't shit, literally. I'm right here with y'all. I'm a piece of shit. I'm a fucking idiot, literally. I'm an idiot. Ask Cash. I'm stupid.
I love you.
Right? But at the same time, what makes me smart? Nothing. Nothing. Because hard work beats talent when talent don't fucking work. Because I promise you, you ain't gonna outwork me. Ever. I ain't taken a fucking minute off since I joined this company. 4 years ago. People taking fucking breaks in here and shit. People leaving. Are you serious? Emery been checking people lately. I had to turn it up a little bit tonight, bro. You've been on your shit, right? So I'm gonna give y'all some real ass advice on how to really build an insane fucking culture. Y'all with it?
Yeah.
But first we gotta get some different energy in here. Say chairman on 3. 1, 2, 3. Chairman! There we go, right? But I want a little bit different when you say that shit. Because I was in the bathroom just now. I came up here, I was like thinking about like all the fucked up shit we've been through in this journey, right? Like homeless, like fucking, like seeing my mom almost kill herself, seeing my mom on the street. My mom in a homeless shelter right now. Y'all think y'all fucking like lit? My mom just called me 10 minutes ago. She was like, baby, how are you? I'm like, Mom, wait till I get to fucking Dallas. You fucking like retired. House, car, everything. House, car, everything. Fucking designer, everything. My mom, my whole life. But this business is my whole life. This is everything I got. Y'all are thinking about where you're going tonight. That's some bullshit. Your family depends on you right now. Fuck you mean you like zoning out in here? This is all we got. And it hits different when this is all you got. Now it's real, ain't it? This business is everything your people have. And you sit up here, oh, I'm making $5,000 a month. I don't give a fuck about $10,000 a month. Because that just helps my people. That just frees lives. These people are in a dark world out here, and we're the light. I mean that legitly. So guys, when you go home, right, I'm gonna teach y'all a little bit, I don't even know what the fuck I wrote down tonight, right? I'm gonna be real, right? I was feeling a little bit nervous before this too, but then I remembered, I was like, Cash said this last week, he was like, the same feeling of being nervous is the same feeling of being excited. I was kind of excited actually to come up here, right? Because I saw the energy, and I think a lot of times, if y'all can really learn what I'm about to learn, I'm not gonna teach you like how to build, right? I'm gonna teach you how to be a fucking soldier. Because in this business, you gotta be a fucking soldier. You do. Because that's it. I'm not special, nothing like that. I just took every punch to the face, and I lasted people. Cash Cartier, I came in IML 1.0, a lot of y'all know, and he had like 10 leaders in the room. I walked in and I was like, oh, I'm about to outwork all y'all. No one knew me. No one knew me for really like 3 years until I hit P5, right? But I walked in with Cash's old crew, and I was like, oh, I'm about to outlast all these dudes. Ain't no one here but me. Ain't no one here from the original crew but me. Because we outlast people in here. Half of y'all ain't even gonna fucking be here. I'm gonna be real. In a year from now, 2 years from now, you probably won't be here. But the people that are due are gonna max out this fucking comp plan. Who wants to max out the comp plan? So, fear. I never thought I'd get here, guys. I never thought I'd get here, but I had faith I would get here. My first week in the business, I saw 2 people, Cash Cartier and Austin Gassi. And I said, bro, if y'all can do it, I can do it. I remember that my rest of my career. My first week in the business, I let that motivate me the rest of my career. My first week. What first week are you creating for your people? Belief? Abundance? I don't know. Some of y'all, this is your first training. Y'all gonna remember this shit, right? Y'all gonna remember this shit, right? You know, I was an underdog for, shit, I'm still an underdog, right? But we created a culture of underdogs. You look at ATMs, you're like, bro, he's a bum, he's a bum, he's a bum. But at the end of the day, just like Matt said, we rich bums now, right? Because we came up together. It's a different type of loyalty when you're fucking broke, hungry, paying for each other's rent. Like, it's a different type of grind. But some people want to sit over here, do a training behind the screen. I ain't never left the trenches at home. Cash had to pull me out of the trenches when I hit P5. I was like, you're not taking me out these trenches, Cash. I sat my ass 18 hours a day next to my team, grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding. Now I lasted every single person in this industry. That's it. Say outlast. Outlast. That's it, right? You know, I'm not special, okay? And I'm be real. You know, I was listening to Gary Vee this morning. I heard Cash listen to Gary Vee, so I turned it on this morning. I stalked this fool, literally, right? I was like, oh, he listened to Gary Vee?
How did you know that?
I stalked him. I stalked him, bro. I listened through the vent, literally. You think I can't hear him in there? You think I can't hear him, right? And Gary Vee just put out a podcast and it says consistency wins every time. Consistency wins every single time, right? And that's just so true. That's just so true. You know, consistency does win every single time. Every single day. If you grind for 7 days, do you take a day off? If you grind for 7 hours, do you take the next hour off? No. Because you're a soldier. What, guys, what if we all went to battle? Anybody serving here? Shout out to y'all. Give it up for them. Right? I want y'all to take this as a real-life battlefield. Because if you don't, you're going to get shot. If you're serving, you out in Iraq, wherever, if you take 1 second off, you're getting shot. Right? That's how this business is. Right? That's how this business, but getting shot in this business is the devil. The devil gonna come at you every single way. Every single way. Every single way. Y'all don't even understand this man's story. Wait till he come up. He's still like the devil in his head right now. It's fucked up. But at the end of the day, what we did was we transferred, we transformed, we transmuted that pain, that struggle, that fucking devil. And we're like, yo, shut the fuck up, devil. Because we coming at you. You ain't gonna have us quit. You're not gonna take us out. We're gonna fucking beat you today. Because we have the power of God inside of us. And we have the power of family inside of us. That's what ATMs are. That's what we are. We're powerful together, but we're lonely separated. So when we come in the room, that's why we offline grinders. I mean, I'm gonna be real, this pandemic hit. We had like a call with our team, and they were like, "What's an op call?" Like literally, I don't even know what the fucking op call is. And my mentors are like, "Drake, y'all gotta do op calls." I'm like, I act like I diss them for real, because we don't even know what fucking op calls are. We're so in the face. You can't get this type of energy anywhere else. You gotta hear it. You're like, "Oh, Drake's capping." No, we ain't. No, we ain't. No, we ain't. So the biggest thing that you have to understand is you gotta lead by example. You gotta lead by example. Whatever you do, some people ain't even taking notes. That's crazy. Y'all should just lead. Literally. You should just lead. Because you ain't taking notes for you, you're taking notes for your team back home.
That's right.
Crazy, right? But you think it's all about you. Fuck. That's crazy, huh? Right? So, you have to understand, you gotta build leaders from the front. I listened to this podcast the other day, and he was saying, it was a general teaching his sergeant. He said, yo, the sergeant was like, yo, how do you lead so many people? Okay? And he said, you know, leadership is like a string, okay? What happens if I try to push this string from the back? It crumbles. But what happens when I pull this string from the front? It moves in one single line. Y'all heard me?
Yes.
Yeah. It moves in one single line. So when you lead from the front, when you enroll people from the front, when you're at the event early from the front, when you're in the front taking notes at the front, when you're not zoning out from the front, you're going to have people follow you. It just took me a little bit longer for people to follow me because I was stupid. Literally. Right? They had to take some time to get warmed up to me. Especially Emory. Right? I forced myself around Emory. And that's the thing, guys. When my mentors were anywhere, I was like the person that invited themselves to the party. I would show up, they didn't even need to give me the address. I triangulated their fucking location. I was like, I remember I was so out of there, guys. I was living with my granddad. My mom was on the street, literally. I was working valet, and a couple months later, Cash got me a bar job because I couldn't even make rent, right? And I remember I went to the trade house in Keller, and I spent about 3 days in a row with Emory every single day. I'd go home and shower, spend another 3 days. And I was like, Emory, this is all I got. Everybody's smoking weed in there. Everybody's doing this shit, doing that shit. And I sat my ass right next to Emory and I said, hello. I'm not leaving you till I'm fucking making 10K a month. Cash, I'm not leaving you till I'm making 10K a month. Some of y'all too fucking humble, or you're the opposite of humble, to say that your mentor created you. Your mentor created you. You know that, right? Your mentor created you, so why not be with them to the fucking very end?
Yes.
Why not? You gotta build real leaders from the front in this business. You gotta build real leaders from the front in this business. Say front.
Front.
Front. Front. Exactly. Okay? Front. Front. Right? Right? So, in ATMs, guys, one of the biggest things too is, you know, some of y'all are like, well, they just want to trade, right? Who's a P600 in here? Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit, okay? Half of your team is probably like dissing calls, right? They're not getting on all the calls, they're not picking up, some of them just want to trade. What you have to do right now is you have to create a culture of grinding. In this business, right, we're launching a UK influencer right now, and he said, in Scotland, like, Forex is fucking weird. But he said, what we're going to do is we're going to get together as an influencer circle and make Forex cool. So inside of your own organization, you got to make showing up to the events cool. You got to make showing up to the op calls cool. In ATMs, you'll never catch someone with their camera off on a call. If you don't, or we kick you off the call. Because that's not the culture. The culture is what we say it is. So you as a leader have to determine what your culture is inside of your own organization. I can already tell what some of y'all's culture is in here. Sitting in the back, not writing notes, zoning out. That's your culture for everybody then. Because you as a leader have to determine the culture and set the expectation for everybody. Look at all these people in the front. I know what his culture is like in Puerto Rico. I see it. Literally. Prime Trades, what's up? He ain't got a choice. They came from Puerto Rico. You should have heard the stories he was telling us. He got to take notes. Some of us got an option. That shit crazy to me, right? So we don't judge a crew by what they do, right, in the good times. We judge a crew by what they do in the bad times. Yes. Okay? So in the bad times are you showing up to the event. I watched this man Cash lose 3 family members in 1 month, and he was the one on the call. And the leaders are like giving excuses because they couldn't show up to the fucking call. He just lost 3 family members. I'll let him tell the story. And he was the one on the call at night. I watched Emery lose his brother, still grinding, still going to events, still going to calls. That's why they're making the money they're making. Some of y'all, you're like looking at Instagram and shit. It's not fucking important, guys. This right here is important. Then you go out and you duplicate the same energy. You're not going to remember what I say, you're going to remember my energy. So that's what you got to go home and reciprocate, is the fucking energy. Say energy. Energy. Energy is everything. Let me tell you what momentum is. Who wants a business of momentum? Now I'm tapped in. Give me 30. No, I'm just joking. Right? Who wants a business of momentum?
Yeah.
I guess it's some of y'all. Who wants a business of momentum? Yeah. Let me tell you what momentum is. Momentum is energy. Say energy. Energy. Energy is excitement. My organization popped a P2000 and a P1000 today. Okay? Guess what we did? We called them, and we were the most fucking lit I've ever seen in life. You might pop a P1 like, oh, that's cool, bro. Hey, congrats, I'm sending you $100. That's chairman of them. That P1 rank is chairman of them. That P150 rank is chairman of them. I remember when Nigel used to call me when I hit like P600. Emery used to call me when I hit P600. Guys, that was the most special phone call of my life. You have to create a culture of excitement. You have to create a culture of excitement. When Emery went on stage in January, man, Mr. Banks, we had memes made of us. We had memes made of us. Some people make memes, some people make money. Exactly. Now we're getting asked, yo, how do you create that culture? Because you're the fucking stupid ones until they ask you what you do. Because you're the stupid ones till they ask you how you create a culture like that. That's it. That's it. That's it. Guys, you have to lead from the front. You have to lead from the front. Okay? Now, I'm going to end it on this, right? I'm going to end it on this. Momentum is created where? At the bottom. Momentum is created where? At the bottom. Some people, like 4 people come up to me, Drake, how you hit chairman? How you hit whatever. My leg balance in my third leg never went above 60 for like a year, literally, right? And it was 71 for like 2 months while we were here in Arizona. And what I said was, I was like, Cash looked at me and I showed him 71. I was like, bro, how the fuck do I get this above 71? Good God. And then I remembered, momentum is created where? At the bottom. I put everybody on a team call, and I got to know everybody on the team call. 70 people on the team call. I started making 70 FaceTimes a day to my third leg. I started getting to know everybody at the bottom. I started to see what their problems were at the bottom. We're in the solution business. So to get someone a solution, you have to find out their what? Problems. I wouldn't find their problems, what makes them tick. I got to know them. And then guess what? I set the fucking pace. I said, yo, you're bringing someone in tomorrow. Oh, boom, another phone call. Yo, you're bringing someone in tomorrow. Boom, another phone call. You're bringing, they were like, Drake, I never thought I'd talk to you. Yeah, because well, guess what? I'm in the fucking trenches till you're a chairman. I'm not fucking leaving your side. I know every single person in my organization. Literally. Literally. And then guess what? After I got to know every single one of them personally, I put them all on a fucking webinar. I said, why don't y'all know each other? Then guess what? That's my strongest leg now. Whoa. Point blank period. Momentum is created at the bottom. Momentum is created at the bottom, guys. I love you guys so much. I hope that wasn't too raw. And I want to give a couple special gratitudes. Give it up for Khalil, Nigel, Emery, Gustavo, and Cash Cartier. Let's go! Give it up for yourselves real quick, too. Well, we're fucking out. So, that's it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much. Let's fucking work this weekend.
Some of you guys are dealing with self-doubt at home. Some of you guys are dealing with debts in the family at home. Some of you guys are dealing with drug problems at home. Some of you guys are dealing with some real life things at home. Everybody has flames. Oprah has had the flames. Gary Vaynerchuk has had the flames, right? Elon Musk has had the flames. But here's the thing. Do you turn those flames into fumes to fuel what it is that you want to accomplish? Or do you get burned by them? Do you really turn the fuel into fumes? Do the flames into fumes and use it to drive you? Y'all see Mr. Banks. A lot of people ask, why is he so aggressive with his grind? I've had a lot of people talk to me and say, Mr. Banks needs to calm down. Mr. Banks don't need to calm down. Why? Mr. Banks lost his little brother not too long ago. And what did he do? Instead of taking a step back, yeah, he mourned, but he used it as fuel. He didn't allow it to burn him. So when you ask why he grinds the way he grinds, I'm going to let you know why he grinds how he grinds. He has no choice. This is do or die for him. This dude right here, I've never seen somebody, I personally, and truth be told, I pride myself on this, I'm one of the most consistent SOBs that you'll ever meet in your life. My wife is sitting right there. I don't, shit will be going on in my life, and I'm just like, I bury it with the grind. Guys, I don't take days off. I've been in this business for 6 years. I don't take days off. That's not a thing for me. There's no, days off. Yeah, we have fun. We celebrate, but there's no, I don't know what a day off is. Shit don't make sense to me when people say, I need a day off. Get out the business. This ain't for you. We're available 24/7. But if I went through what he went through, I probably would have quit the business. I'm not going to steal the story. I'm going to let him do what it is that he has to do. But understand that your flame and the wounds that you have all around you do not dictate where you're going. Okay, Cash left our business back in 2016, if I'm not mistaken. Most people that have people leave their business, that's it, the friendship is done. He got closer. He left my business, and we got tired. We were doing mentorship calls, we were hanging out. I watched this man's grind. When I tell you guys, I watched him literally busting tables. I watched him living off of ramen. I watched him in the freaking gutters. And today he's a chairman 50. But it didn't happen overnight. He's not one of those success stories that it was just out of nowhere. No. But when it happened overnight. For those of you guys that just went over your head, it took him years to become an overnight success. It took him years of eating shit before he ate caviar. And to this day, I've never met more of a rich bum in my life. This man don't have a home. He's always on the road. He travels with one pair of jeans, 2 pairs of sneakers, and 2 t-shirts. And he's okay with buying black t-shirts from Walmart because they don't bother him. And he'll still close a room of 1,000 plus. No diamonds on. You see something I don't see? None of that needed. This man has been through, when I tell you the guts and the gutter, I mean the guts and the gutter. Where he grew up in a lot of the same places that we grew up. He's supposed to be a statistic. He's not supposed to be here right now. I'll tell you that much. He's really not supposed to. Some of y'all will notice it physically. You'll tell me?
I'll be real with that.
You're going to keep it real?
Yeah,
He's not supposed to be here right now. I'm going to do me a solid, and I'm going to do you guys a solid. I'm going to step out the way. I'm going to sit down over there, and I'm going to just listen. This is literally one of my favorite success stories in the world, not just inside of the industry. And him doing what he's done, I swear, when he hit Chairman 50, that gave me the fuel to go get Chairman 750. I promise to God. The moment I saw it, I was like, all right, bet. We're supposed to hit it the same day, actually. And he beat me to it. It shows you whose hustle is whose hustle. So give it up for our newest Chairman 50.
Let's go!
as hell. I hope I don't offend anybody. Let's get it though. You guys, my name's Cash Cartier. I'm about to be 29 years old. I grew up in California. Went to prison when I was 18. Got out when I was 21. Started busting tables at a restaurant when I got out of prison. Right. I was actually homeless before I went to prison. All that other stuff. In fact, I was on house arrest in my friend's backyard. My ankle monitor was hooked up to the shed. Right. And I was living in his backyard. My girlfriend at the time, she'd bring me food, leave it out there on this little rock over there. I couldn't go that far and pick it up, right? It's crazy life. Ended up going to prison from there. Like I said, got out 3 years later. Level 4 yard in California. It was lit. And then, just being real. I moved to Dallas, Texas to change my life. Started busting tables, got introduced to this. Thought it was a scam. And I signed up anyways, right? So I was like, yo, let's go, right? But no, in all seriousness though, you know what I mean? I did not have the sexiest story. It took me, 4 years, Matt? 4 years to hit chairman?
About 4 years.
About 4 years, 3.5, about 3.5 years to hit chairman. Everybody that like I was close with hit chairman years before me, not like a couple months, like years, all right? And I was busting tables, all this other stuff. You know, like I said, I mean, it was a terrible thing. I mean, long story short, y'all, last year was the time where I was like, okay, you know, like, I gotta make a change. And so, before last year, actually, and I'm gonna show y'all this too, it's just you never really know what someone's going through. Because right now, I'm facing life in prison right now, okay? So nobody knows that, but if you know my posts that I make, okay, the posts that I make, I talk about my Achilles, you know what I mean? I say I'm going through stuff, I'm fighting for my life, right? If anyone watches my posts, I'm actually the realest person you'll ever meet. You know what I mean? I'm just being real, like ain't nobody gonna like post what I post about. Ain't nobody, I'm telling y'all right now, like I speak in subliminals and stuff. I've been dealing with this for 3 years, right? And it's for an assault, I don't even mind telling y'all, right? It's for an assault. You know, but I have prior, so, you know, 99 years is what they're trying to go after me for, right? And they want me to, they're like, you know, take 47, take this. I told Matt and Jason, I'm like, I'm not taking shit. You know what I mean? I'm not taking shit, so let's go.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
I got money from IM and fucking got myself an army of lawyers. You know what I mean? So I'm just being real. So blessed to have that. But, you know, point is, I got out, I was in debt still when I got out of jail the second time around. And I got my ass to work in this. They said I couldn't work in the bar. And so now I had nothing to come back from. I had no money, none of that stuff from busting tables, none of that stuff because they wouldn't let me be in the bar. So I was like, all right, I have to make this happen. I have to make this happen. We're getting a little, right? I have to make this happen. And so I go all in. I'm thinking this can't get any worse. It can't get any worse. My ex betrayed me. Not going to get into it. But then that went down, right? Cheated on me when I was in jail, all this other stuff. That goes down. Then I'm going through, you know, life or whatever. Let's get to the beginning of last year, January 6th, right? You know, normal day, starts off a normal day, Sunday, my little sister's going to church, my family's going to church or whatever. Here they get in a car accident, and, you know, long story short, I'm like, okay, cool, I don't think it's that bad. You know what I mean? I don't think it's that bad. And I tell everybody in the chat rooms and stuff, hey, my family got in a car accident, can someone pick up my calls? They're like, yeah, cool, just go, you know, go do what you got to do. I'm like, cool, bet. So drive all the way, drive there, and I sit down, and, you know, my family's crying and stuff, but I'm thinking, you know, I'm not a dramatic person. I'm like a very composed person. And so, you know, I'm thinking it's like she had a broken wrist at tops. Like, I'm not even thinking that, honestly. And the doctor's like, oh, you know, we'll come talk to you in a minute. We'll let y'all see her in a minute. That's what they're saying, you know what I mean? Little did I know when I see the white jackets coming, right? The second I seen them, I knew, and they came over there, and it was just weird because they were making it seem like she was good. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, okay, cool, I'm seeing her in a minute. And they come in there and they said, you know, we're sorry we couldn't save her. And we're like, wait, what? You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, because that was never even, there was no she's fighting for her life, none of that stuff, right? So they say, my 12-year-old sister's dead, right? So then, you know, there's more people involved in the car accident. So I go in there, I go kiss her, my sister. You know, my family's screaming. In fact, I don't know why, I think I was in shock, but I texted Matt and Jason. Literally, when I found out, I texted them. It was the first thing I did. I swear to God, like, literally the first thing I did was like, hey, I think I said, like, I think my sister died. You know what I mean? I said, I think. You know what I mean? But anyways, I go in there, my dad's screaming and stuff, and I'm not crying at this point. And I go and I go in there and I go kiss my sister goodbye. I remember the sulfur, all that on my mouth. And now I'm realizing how bad it is. I say, sorry. Damn, sorry. I'm like, sorry, I wish it was me. I appreciate it all. I appreciate it all. keep in mind, I got this going on too. They're buzzing me while I'm kissing my sister. You guys get what I'm saying? Like, they're buzzing me. I'm like, listen, my sister's dead, right? So they're buzzing me, and then I walk up the double doors, and I see my neighbor, right? There's a little circle. I don't know if you've ever seen those, like, swinging doors, and there's a circle in them. And so I'm just in the back room. They're over there, and I'm about to walk into the lobby, and I was trying to, like, make sure I had myself together because I was going to cry for my family because I had to be strong at the time. And so I see my neighbor, you know, my neighbor's like this, you know, and I see him go like this on the phone. And then I open up the door so I could hear, and damn, sorry. They were like, we lost a grandma too. So I lost my grandma and my little sister at the time, same time, right? Long story short, I go say bye to my grandma. The rest of the kids were good and stuff. One of my cousins broke their neck, but she was good. And, then I'm trying to speed all this up as much as possible. Not a long story, but then what happens is I drive home, right? And I remember Tim and Mike, right, and they'll vouch for this. Okay, there was a leadership meeting that night. And what was crazy to me is when I got home, I still got on that fucking call, though, right? I still got on that call. Tuesday, we had a home event. I still spoke at that home event. They died Sunday. I still spoke at that home event on Tuesday, all right? I never left the trenches. In fact, if you look at my PRSV, it was actually going up at the time, okay? The other thing is my volume. I was unranked from my volume being off. When I did get enough PRSV, I think I went up to P1K or something in January, okay? Then what happens is we bury my sister, we bury my grandma, then I get another call, right? My why, by the way, the only reason why I even did this business because I wanted to stop my grandma, who's really, for me, my mom, right? My grandma Cartier, from going into a nursing home. That was my life, that was my world. I could not imagine her dying. Well, she went into a nursing home. Then it was to get her out of the nursing home, right? So that was my mom. And, long story short, we buried my sister, we buried my grandma, and then the next day, I literally write in the chat box to the team. I said, hey, y'all, I'm back 100% ready to go. I never left, but I was like, I'm ready to go 100% now. Let's rock it. I put that behind me. Let's go, right? And then I bullshit you not. I hit send, and I get a Facebook Messenger call. And it says, literally, it was like, hey, just so you know, your mom's gonna die. I'm like, what? They have nothing to even do with each other. This is a whole other side of the world. Okay, this is a whole other side of the world now. So then, wrapping it up, she dies. Okay, so all three of them die at the same time, and there's that. Now, what I ended up thinking is I got to get through this not for myself right now, but someone in the future needs me to do this shit. So I'm going to be the fucking one, was what I was thinking, right? Yeah. I'm like, I'm going to be the one. And I'm like, this is for my future team. I'm going all in. And so I went all in. I'm like, this is for me. I remember I called Matt. And I was like, hey, he's like, I've never seen anyone go through this. Let me know if you need anything. I said, just give me the chairman. He's like, I got you, right? And so him and Jason were in communication with me at the time. Well, the one thing that messed me up the most, which I don't even like talking about it that much, is the fact that I missed, this is the worst one. I never cried the whole time until this shit, bro. But a blizzard happened in fucking Minnesota during the funeral, and they canceled all the flights. They had the funeral. My grandma was a millionaire. I didn't even know. She wanted me to have the money. I told her I don't want your money. And she said, well, can you at least carry me? So I said, yeah. But I missed your fucking funeral. That messed me up. And I remember I hit up Matt, and I was like, I hit up Matt, and I was like, what the, I'm like, out of everything I've been through, I'm like, you can't just give me that, you know what I mean? And Matt was like, I forgot what he said, and I'm like, law of attraction, am I not supposed to think about my family? That's what I said, right? I'm like, that's sad, right? I'm like, he was like, that's not what I'm telling you to do at all. He goes, I'm telling you to think about them all day. Think about them every day. And he's like, and just let that drive you. I'm like, bet. So he told me that shit, and boom, I'm telling you, we went P2K, we went from P1K to P2K in a month. We went from P2K to P5K in the next month. We went from P5K to Chairman 10, right, 5 months after they died. Then we went from Chairman 10 to Chairman 25, 2 months after Chairman 10. Then, it hasn't even been a fucking year yet, right, Chairman 50 on him as well. I'm going to court, hearing, I'm getting 47 years, and I'm hopping on a fucking calls and shit. You guys get what I'm saying? Right? That's what I'm dealing with. Then, on that Chairman 50 run, my dog's my everything, okay? Because he's been there. You ever have those nights when you really need someone. I mean, my family's dying. I'm holding on that dog like a stuffed animal, right? And so this dog is everything. My dog dies? No, I'm not gonna be cool with that. Then when we were here, I mean, 5 days ago, he was about to die. But guess what, right? Chairman 25, I'm like, yo, here's my fucking card. Do what you gotta do. They're like, you're gonna have to put your dog down. I'm like, you don't understand. I'm a Chairman 25 right now, right? Yeah, boy! So let me speed this up, right? I'm done with my story now. I just want to get into this shit. Here's my problem with a lot of people. I'm gonna be real, right? I'm gonna be very real with everyone. I don't really fuck with a lot of chairmen. The reason why is because I don't like this shit. You should be in here with the squad, right, grinding, taking notes. I'm up front, taking notes. Where's my shit at? Give me this. I want y'all to understand, how the fuck am I making 50 bands a month, right? Making 50 bands a month, okay? Some of y'all don't even taking notes, which is fucking crazy to me. Y'all taking calls. Didn't y'all know what time this was at? Like, didn't y'all know what time this was at? That's called the schedule. When are you gonna be here with all these, I mean, outnote me. What's up? Yeah,
Let's go!
Okay, so
Let's go!
it comes down to the humility, right? It comes down to the humility. Everybody got all these fucking chains on and shit. Yo, who's not rich and I am right now, to be real? Like, who's not rich and I am, to be real? So at the end of the day, who are you flexing on right now? Get your ass in here, take some notes, because that's the shit that no one's doing. I want to do what no one else is doing, right? I'm going to do what no one else is doing. So when my family dies, I'm stepping the fuck up, right? When my dog's dying, I'm dropping racks on them too. Right? When my team needs to see me taking notes, so because I need to take notes, not for me, I need my team to watch me take notes. So when they get to where I'm at, they take notes, so it duplicates at Chairman 50. It needs to duplicate at Chairman 50. Because how you do anything is how you do everything. What do I look like? I'm in here telling my team to take notes. I'm out there taking fucking pictures. Oh, right? What am I looking like? So what I'm wondering is when are you guys gonna start actually walking it like you talk it? Yeah. Right? Are you gonna start walking it like you talk it? I'm a busboy, bro. I know where I came from. Many of y'all are degenerates out there. Right? Many of y'all degenerates, but here's the thing. Y'all want to buy Gucci, Louis, how about this shit? Go make some fucking money for your why and get ready, because your why has a time limit. Your why has a time limit. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Your when you need the money, because money matters. And there's going to be a time where your mom, your dad, I'm just being honest, it's going to be on their deathbed. Are you going to have your fucking money ready or not? Are you going to have the money ready or not? Because I said this exact thing. I said my biggest fear is something, I put it on my Instagram the other day. I said on the call, my biggest fear is something going down with my dog and me not having the money. And sure shit, right before Chairman 50, right, my fucking dog is going down. Huh?
How much it cost?
Oh my God, car. Let's just
Chairman
say Chairman 20 on him.
Oh,
Right?
right.
Chairman 20 on him. Dead ass, right? I called them. Ask anyone who's with me. I called them, and I literally said to them, I said, don't even call me. I don't want to miss the call. I said, here's my digits. They had to send me a whole bunch of shit. I said, I'll sign whatever you want. Run my card. Do whatever you got to do to say my dog. They're like, that's a lot of money. I don't give a fuck about the money. You're not understanding. That's my son. I don't care about the money. They're like, that's a waste of money. That's a waste of a life. That's a waste of a life. Some of y'all are thinking that oh my God, like, I'm going to miss this time out here. You're going to miss your fucking wise life, because you could have made it longer. You could have made it comfortable. You need to get the best care in the world. You need to get the best care in the world. So what you better start doing right now is taking this shit serious, because I'm sick of everyone lying on their why. Y'all be lying on your whys. All of you. Talking about, oh, I'm going to be here next week. I'm going to be here next year. Half of y'all won't even be here after the story. My thing is this. I'm going to be real, right? Here's my thing. Don't feel bad for me. I'm good. I set my shit up. I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you. Why? Because you guys are going to quit. How dare you quit on your why? Don't feel bad for me. I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting. Here I am. We went Chairman. Huh? What's up? 1 minute, perfect. We went Chairman 50 on him when the dog was dying. Chairman 50 on him. Still taking calls. Still making videos. Still dropping trainings. Still going. Still moving. Right? Who the fuck's going to outwork us now, though? Right? So here's the thing. When everyone else is acting dope, not taking notes, I'm going to take my notes. I'm going to do my shit. I'll be up there in the fucking front, Chairman 50, right, writing notes, because the thing is then I start outranking
you're going through the same frustration. Cats, don't go nowhere. This one's for you. Imagine you go through the same frustration. Imagine that you go through the same trials and tribulations. Imagine that you don't know what it is that you don't know. You can't control what it is that you can't control. What does that victory scream sound like when you accomplish what it is that you want? What does that victory scream sound like when you go ahead and you defy the odds? What does that victory scream sound like when you go ahead and you hit Chairman 50 despite what everyone else said? I want to hear it on 3. But I'm not talking about some weak shit. I want Scottsdale to kick us out. I want our neighbors to become shaken and think that there's a riot. I want our neighbors to think that there must be some looters around, but no. We're just looting our future, baby. What does that victory scream sound like? What does that victory scream sound like? Because we're all dealing with different flames, like I told you. Are you going to get burnt by the flames? Or are you going to turn it into fumes to fuel what it is that you go through? What does that victory scream sound like? When I count to 3, y'all let off. Y'all let off for all the struggles that you've had. 3. Y'all let off for all the bullshit that you done gone through. Y'all let off for all the struggles that have held you down. 2. Y'all let off for the people that told you that you weren't going to amount to nothing. Y'all let off for the individuals that literally counted you out. I'm about to say 1, and y'all let off as if this screen is the only thing holding you back from accomplishing what it is that you